Every poster, every commercial, every bit of marketing is telling you that the Red Hulk is coming, and not for just a few minutes of screen time on Captain America 4 Brave New World. No, he's the big baddie, the villain, the Thanos, who perhaps will snap away Captain America with wings. We're here to tell you, though, audiences might not be seeing red this Valentine's Day because it said that Red Hulk could have limited screen time on the way. Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Pro Channel. Welcome, one and all, and welcome to Heeding the Call. Our job here, explaining entertainment and keeping you ahead of the culture curve. Today, we're going to be talking about a real conundrum that Disney may be in, and it also includes a little bit of a travel, a little bit of a jaunt, if you will, over to the Middle Kingdom, where Disney is marketing heavily to the Chinese in a way that might offend. Yes, we've covered that before, but today we're going to give you even more. It turns out that Red Hulk, the big baddie coming to you, Harrison Ford, could be making audiences feeling very saddy. No, that's a terrible rhyme. Anyway, you won't be happy with what Disney's up to. We'll explain why right now. From That Park Place by Marvin Montanaro. Rumor, the Red Hulk is only featured for 5 minutes of Captain America Brave New World. There's a very interesting reason this matters. Social media is ablaze with rumors that Harrison Ford's Red Hulk, a central figure in the marketing for Captain America Brave New World, will have less than 5 minutes of screen time in the big-budget Marvel film. If true, this would represent a significant bait and switch by Marvel Studios, which has prominently featured the Red Hulk in nearly every trailer, TV spot, and promotional poster. It should be stressed at this time that it is an unverified rumor, but I got a feeling it's true. Won't tell you why. The claim was shared to X by the movie news account We Love Physical Media. It says the Red Hulk has less than 5 minutes of screen time. Now, why would this matter? Who cares, right? I mean, it's a lot of money to do this. And, that's why She-Hulk ran over budget. And this thing's plenty over budget already. By the way, with a reported runtime of 118 minutes, that means the Red Hulk, despite being featured in nearly 100% of all advertising, will only be present for 4.2% of the movie. But, you get Harrison Ford, and he's going to be in it, and he's Red Hulk. So whether or not you get CGI Harrison Ford, who cares, right? It doesn't matter. Surely not. Oh, wait. It really does. Take a look at this, folks. This is the Chinese poster. We covered it in a video already. We're not going to rehash it, but just to say that Disney is stashing all their hopes on the Chinese rollout of this film on the idea that the Chinese audience won't be able to tell that's Anthony Mackie. Hoping that the Chinese audience will see giant Red Hulk attacking a winged Captain America that cannot be identified because his face is so blurred out and so in shadow that hopefully those Chinese audiences won't know what's really going on. By the way, it's the John Boyega strategy all over again. But imagine that you send this out to China. And imagine that the big baddie, the villain, the person that we're supposed to all believe in China is going to be there like Thanos, ready to snap his fingers and snap the back of Captain America, is there for all of 5 minutes or less. That is why this may actually blow up in their faces even more than usual, because they are trying to ride on the back of Red Hulk, when in fact they have very little Red Hulk because of costs. Panel, how is this going to play out if Red Hulk is a tiny, itty-bitty part of the movie, and yet all of the marketing has hinged on Red Hulk because so few people are interested in this Captain America?
Yeah, speaking of Red Hulk in China, the appropriate color, by the way. Vash, do you have that Japanese in-person ad that has the Red Hulk prominently featured? I just want to throw this one in there, by the way. Another story from That Park Place. Marvin Montanaro ran the math on this, maybe proving, and I think he's correct on this, that Brave New World might be the most expensive Marvel production when it comes to final product, at $3 million per minute. And if it was 5 minutes of Hulk, I'm thinking that's probably the most expensive portion of this entire film. If they're going for this already, and I'll return your screen to you here, if they are already putting the Red Hulk in the ads, that means they have no faith in what they're doing now. With Ant-Man in Civil War, the giant man scene was not revealed in marketing until 2 weeks after the movie came out. That means that they were hoping for the diehard fans to show up, and then they were going to catch the people who are not there anticipating whatever it is they're going to be doing and showing the biggest spectacle of that movie. By the way, Peyton Reed, who was the director of the Ant-Man series, was totally angry that they got to do Giant Man in Civil War here. This means that they have no confidence whatsoever. They're putting all of their eggs in this basket. They're front-loading it as much as they can. I think they have to get this done. Also pointing out that we're at, 6 or 7 months since they added another villain to this film in the form of Giancarlo Esposito. So this is a mess. We know it's a mess. We have confirmation that it's a mess. And look at that.
And this was originally supposed to be, we believe, a film that would celebrate the end of, Trumpism. And it was going to be victory over Trumpism. So imagine now waking up and you're Disney and you're putting this out there. Michelle, did you ever see Ant-Man Quantumania? Did you have to watch that?
No, I did not see it. I gave up on Marvel movies after, let's see. I mean, I did see Deadpool, but outside of that, I gave up after Doctor Strange, the latest one.
So in Quantumania, Michelle, Bill Murray appears, but he has no reason for being there. It's strange. It feels like he's ad-libbing the whole way, and he maybe occupies 5 minutes of the film. It's similar, by the way, to his appearance in Ghostbusters Afterlife, where he is there for maybe the last 5-7 minutes of the film. Imagine if those movies, if everything in the marketing had been about Bill Murray. Mm-hmm. Like it was Bill Murray on every poster. Everything was about Bill Murray. You're going to get Bill Murray. Bill Murray, Bill Murray, Bill Murray. People would have not been happy, I don't think. If you had gone to see Ghostbusters Afterlife and thought, oh, this is a Bill Murray. He's back. He's back, baby. He's going to be in this the entire way. No, he's there for the last 5 minutes. If you went to Quantumania and thought, oh boy, Bill Murray finally really takes over a Marvel movie, and then he's not hardly there, you'd be annoyed. I think that's what's about to happen with Red Hulk. So
I'm gonna point out another one here. The who is it? Leterrier? Whoever directed Incredible Hulk back in the day. I mean, that was 2 weeks after Iron Man, and a different studio, by the way, because Iron Man was a Paramount production, and then Universal released their Incredible Hulk film. But then the advertisements for Incredible Hulk were almost the entirety of the tacked on post-credits scene with Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, on there after they realized that Iron Man was a hit. The entire marketing for Incredible Hulk became, we promise you these are connected, even though the movie itself totally not connected, not even tonally the same as Iron Man, in my opinion. This is a pure marketing play. This is not anything to do with the stated intentions of the film. I love this ad, by the way. This is inside an elevator in Japan, right there. They need this to be they are essentially putting this to marketing budget at this point, because I don't think there's any story reason for them to be putting the Red Hulk so prominently. I wonder if the Red Hulk was even in the original cut of the film.
Can you go back to the poster? There we go. Can I just point out that like everything in this is fake? Like literally everything. And maybe I'm just speaking for myself. I just kind of think we've moved on as a society, like in general, with this type of crap, like where it's just like so much of it is just sheer fakeness. Like so much is CGI. Like the actors aren't even really doing anything. Like it's just, I just kind of feel like, I don't know. I just feel like this time it's come and gone. And if they don't figure out how to make comic books that feel a little more realistic, I just think no one cares.
How about that? That changed your mind?
No.
Is that a popcorn bucket that you eat out of his back?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh, that just feels unsanitary.
Nothing like popcorn back acne. That really gets the whole appetite flowing.
Yeah, they have a promotional video, but it includes footage from the actual film, so no demonetization there. The thing about the whole Chinese advertisement, it kind of makes sense in that, okay, in lieu of good storytelling, in lieu of good script writing, perhaps the Chinese will accept, big monster guy. I think is what the sentiment is right there. But I don't know if that's going to fly. I mean, these Marvel films post-pandemic haven't done spectacularly well in China, and with the amount of cost associated with this film, I agree with Michelle here that I think people maybe have moved on from maybe just big effects films and are looking for something more substantial or substantive from their theater-going habits. I don't necessarily think that this Captain America: Brave New World is going to satiate. Let's just say.
Yeah, it's like you had pulled up. I saw in one of the ones that had the Red Hulk there. You saw the Nosferatu behind it, and obviously those are two totally different movies. But you look at how well a movie like that did, even being released on Christmas Day, and is doing. And I just kind of think, again, I just feel like for the most part, I know there's people that are excited, great for them. I just feel for the most part, no one cares about this fake spectacle anymore. Like, I really hope they do justice with Daredevil, because I love the Netflix Daredevil. I thought it was comic book perfection. But I think, hopefully if they return to the Netflix form, then I think that does appeal to people. Like, it's very realistic. You almost forget he's a comic book character because it feels so real. I mean, obviously, the fact of what he can do blind is not, but it feels very rooted in reality. And I don't know. I just kind of think people have moved past. That's great for little boys, but outside of little boys, I just think I don't think it's going to be what I just don't know if it can ever be what it once was, is what I'm trying to get at.
By the way, the ProFax, that's the ProFax machine, folks, that it's lit up first time since the 1990s. And it's revealed we've got some breaking news that we did not know about that it's related specifically to this topic. Here we go. Wouldn't you know it? As we were talking, this breaking from Pamela McClintock over at The Hollywood Reporter, Captain America: Brave New World tracking for promising $90 million plus U.S. box office debut. The Marvel sequel sees Anthony Mackie taking over duties as the marquee superhero, which opens over President's Day weekend. All right, this is new to me, folks. I'm just reading this. It literally just came out. The winter 2025 box office could certainly use a hero, and all eyes are on Anthony Mackie starer Captain America: Brave New World to be just that. If early tracking is right, the Marvel Studios feature should open to at least $90 million over the combined Wait a minute. Over the combined Valentine's Day, President's Day weekend. One of the top showings ever for the holiday. That's the same weekend the first Deadpool opened, as well as the first Black Panther. Now, wait a minute. Are we talking about a 3-day, a 4-day, a 5-day? What are we talking about here? We'll find out, folks. Again, reading this fresh. It's back to the basics for Marvel when it comes to the movie, which sees an entirely new cast. Mackie Sam Wilson takes up the mantle of Captain America, the hero previously played by Chris Evans. Tonally, the movie stays away from sci-fi elements and the multiverse and features an entirely new cast. It also cost around 100... Oh, come on. Pamela. Pamela. Pamity Pam Pamerson. Come on, Pam. Jonas, are you there? Jonas, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Please go ahead and read it, because I was pulling up the numbers.
It also costs around... I can't say this. I can't lie to our audience.
It costs $180 million less than many other Marvel movies?
Let's go back to Pam.
No.
Pam.
The only Marvel movie that it costs less than are the Avengers. And I'm talking not just the Avengers, but like the late Avengers movies that were in that $600 million range.
Pam.
What? What?
Pam.
You went full retard, man.
Pam.
All right.
Okay. All right. It didn't cost $180 million, folks. It cost a lot. It cost a lot more. Okay. All right. Let's figure this out now. At an opening of $90 million would boast the fifth biggest President's Day launch behind 3 Marvel titles. Okay. But it's doing a combined Valentine's Day, President's Day. What day is Valentine's Day? We got to look this up. I should probably know this real soon.
I'm going to say February 14th, bro.
All right.
Yeah, but I think he means what does it fall on? Let me see.
It's a Friday.
It's a Friday.
So it's as if people get that day off or something. It's a Friday, so people would presumably be going out for a date on that Friday.
So they're going to count they're going to count the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th.
Right.
So
Yeah, let me say for Jonas there. Let me give you guys some words of advice from most women. Most women do not want to go on a date for Valentine's to see this movie.
I would know, of course.
Put it out there.
Do we still have a picture of the
advice
popcorn
for anybody out there? Yeah, you will be hearing. If you don't hear about it at the time, you will be hearing about it later in an argument.
Michelle, listen, you could be sitting at the AMC eating popcorn off the back of the Red Hulk with a dapper Dan of a man sitting beside you. We can make this happen. We'll do it. We'll get somebody. We'll get a lovely. I don't want to presume, Michelle. I'm just saying that if you are feeling left out in the cold by the lack of an invite to go see Captain America: Brave New World on Valentine's Day, this could be your future right here. Please, extra butter on the back of Red Hulk. That's what every woman wants to hear.
Yeah, I think I'll be good.
Okay, so from a data standpoint, if you're wanting to get to the factual claims that she's made here, I'll try to blow this up a little bit more so we can all see this here. If we're talking domestic openings here, 90 million in this column right here, the second one, you got to go back to the Eternals, which opened at 70 million to get one that is below. That is under that 90 million mark that they're throwing out here. So the Eternals, Shang-Chi, Black Widow, you got to go all the way back to Far From Home then to get one that's above 92 million, but in that $90 million range. And that was all the way back in 2019. We're going to ignore the Marvels or the fact that Deadpool and Wolverine is up here at a $211 million opening. I'm pretty sure that film was cheaper, but maybe I could be proven wrong. This drop off came after Avengers Endgame with a $350 million domestic U.S. opening. You got to go back to Ant-Man and the Wasp to find one that was before that epic cutoff there. So a $90 million opening for this one, not even accounting for inflation. That is not good for the future of the MCU.
No, the Captain America Civil War opened to over 180 million domestic box office. That was in 2016. If we were comparing, something to equivalent to what has just recently come out, I mean, Wicked came out with $114 million, and I understand completely different demographics, I know, but that only topped out really at the worldwide box office at about $700 million right there. So if we're reading these figures correctly, if it is anywhere near that box office total at the end of its run, with about a $90 million opening, this will be a huge box office bomb. But I suppose that's why the budget's $180 million listed.
I mean, listen, I'll give a lot. I'll play pretend that it's going to get the 90, but and we'll sit here and we'll all pretend that a 3-day is the same as a 5-day, so that we can say hip hip hooray for 90 million, because that's what they're doing. They're saying 5 days, 90 million. Okay, I'll play along that whole way. But Pam, Pamerson, Pamity Pam. Come on, man. Don't tell us it's 180 million. Everybody's already reported this thing. We know it's 350 plus. Come on.
And that's for marketing, which they are spending a ridiculous amount of money on.
That's right. And that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. We are done for now, but don't worry. Do not fret. Not yet, for more content is still coming your way 4 times a day right here on the Pro Channel. What a joy it has been to share our time with you. We hope you feel the same. Adding value to your every single day is our job here, and we take it very seriously. Folks, the only thing we ask in return is that you consider clicking that like button. Share, subscribe, click it. Stick it to those algorithms. It's the notification bell. And drop a comment right on down below. And folks, if you'd like to subscribe to our partner YouTube channels, That Park Place, That Pod Place, That Game Place, and some of those radio stations like Vacation Radio, well, we certainly would appreciate it. Until the next time we have the honor of spending time and being invited into your day, folks, we go on our way saying this: keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.